Maturing is realizing that the hardest part is showing up, and that life is full of mental blocks that are testing you and your desires. When you make the decision to show up, you make the decision to choose yourself. And when everything is said and done, after the fear, after the doubt, you're left with one undeniable truth. The truth is, choosing yourself was always worth it, because showing up changes you, regardless of whether it works out the way you planned in the end.
So now you're moving from dream loop to action loop, because you're taking action in your life. You're actually becoming the person that you want to become.
Good morning, friends. Happy Monday, and it's also December 1st today, which means it is the last first of the month of 2025, which is so crazy to say. I was reflecting a bit yesterday on the last year, and to be quite honest, I had a lot of highs and very few lows, and I do think the year started off on a very weird foot for a lot of us, and it was a really weird start to 2025. But as the year went on, I feel like we all got our footing. We really started to pour into ourselves, because that was the only thing that we could do. I think for a lot of us, we turned the year around, which is amazing. So this morning I woke up at 5 a.m. because I needed a little refresh with my morning routine. After the Thanksgiving holiday, I started to feel very not like myself, sluggish like we all do. It was a fun weekend, but I need to get back into my routine. So I woke up early this morning and got in a little 2-hour work block before the day started, which feels so good. If you're feeling a little off right now, I always recommend resetting your morning routine to get yourself back on track. Now, your reset might not look like mine. You might not need to wake up at 5 a.m. to get work done, but your reset might mean you pouring into yourself before you pour into everybody else throughout the day, before you start giving yourself to everybody. And I think that doing that as early as possible in the morning is the best thing to do. So wake up, give yourself the energy that you deserve first thing in the morning, giving yourself the opportunity to breathe before the start of the day. Because as the sun rises and as the day gets going, we start getting pulled in several different directions. And the thing is, we can't always control it, but we can control what we do before that happens. So anyway, y'all like this little set? I got it from Amazon. I've just been needing more work from home, cozy pieces that help me stay motivated. But this honestly feels like pajamas. It made me want to get back in bed though, because of the feeling, but this is gonna be one of my work from home, editing day, cozy sets.
course. Back from the grocery store. Tonight we're making chili. It's gonna be so delicious, so I had to pick up all of the ingredients for it. Of course, I got this organic grass-fed ground beef, and I got all of the fixings for chili. I also got Whole Foods cornbread. I was gonna make it from scratch, but I decided why not just pick it up if they have it, and they did. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little honey butter on top of that as well for our chili. I meant to get beef bone broth, but I was moving too quickly and I accidentally just got 2 regular beef broths. But I meant to get bone broth, chicken broth, and beef broth. Also are gonna be making ginger shots today, of course. If you haven't tried making ginger shots with blood oranges, you need to do it. It is absolutely delicious. I did this in a recent vlog, and guys, I kid you not, it's the best. So make sure you try the recipe. I typically add carrots, but I forgot carrots today. So I'm just gonna do 2 blood oranges, ginger, lemon, and of course water. We have some sourdough bread. These are my favorite snacks. These are the True Fruit raspberry covered in chocolate. These are real raspberries just covered in chocolate. It's a great snack. I also really love this brand, Beekeepers Natural. I did a brand collaboration with them years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, and I saw this in Whole Foods and I wanted to get it. Finally experiencing cold weather here in Austin. Today it's like 50 degrees, so we're trying our hardest not to get sick again, so got some vitamin C propolis. That's my little grocery haul. I also did stop at Sweet Green for lunch. I just knew that I was not going to want to cook because I have a lot of deadlines to hit. So I got my typical order. I'm gonna show you guys. Blackened chicken, tomatoes, cucumbers, apples, broccoli, red onions. Of course, I love a lot of red onions, kale and lettuce, and I also do green goddess dressing and barbecue sauce. It looks sloppy, but it's amazing. It's so good. The 2 teas that I drink honestly almost every single day. This is the Tazo organic green ginger tea. So this is green tea with ginger. This is amazing for digestion. And this is the calm chamomile. This is really great for the evening time. We have our tea, we're getting cozy. I'm sitting here next to Mila. She is so cute. She's taking a little contact nap with her mom. Ain't that right, Mila? She will find any spot to cozy up with me if I sit on the floor, even if it's an inconvenient spot like this. So I recently got my cortisol test results back and I've been meaning to share them with you guys. Let's backtrack a little bit. If you don't know what cortisol is the stress hormone that your body makes. And the cortisol test basically checks the levels of this stress hormone. I got my test done at Labcorp OnDemand, and I want to thank them for sponsoring this portion of the video and supporting the channel. Labcorp OnDemand makes it so easy to get lab work done. They have over 80 tests on their website that you can purchase, and these are lab tests that doctors typically order. On their website, they have women's health tests, men's health tests, they have STD tests, cortisol tests, a variety of tests to choose from. And once you purchase the test that you want, you can go into one of their 2,000 locations across the country to get your lab work done. Now, you can go in same day, walk in without an appointment, or you can set up an appointment Monday through Friday. I've done both. Whenever I did walk in, I was in and out within 30 minutes without an appointment.
And whenever I set up an appointment, I was in and out within 10 minutes. So I highly recommend setting up an appointment so you can be a little quicker, but that was my experience. But yeah, it's really simple, and within 2 to 4 days, you'll be notified by email once your results are ready. I got my results for my cortisol test, and my cortisol level came out to around 6.1, which is technically low because the reference intervals are between 6.2 and 19.4. I did talk to my doctor about it, and she said it's totally normal to hit a 6.1 level because I got my blood work drawn between 11:30, 12-ish. Yeah, I love Labcorp OnDemand. They make it so easy to get whatever lab work you need done ASAP, especially during this time of year. If you're trying to get your lab work done and just want to know where you are with certain things without having to set up an appointment like ASAP with your doctor, I highly recommend it. Click the link in my description box, use code Janet for 10% off of your order, and thank you Labcorp OnDemand for sponsoring this portion of the video and supporting the channel. Did you take a ginger shot this morning? No. It's time to officially start decorating for Christmas. Honestly, we planned to decorate the week of Thanksgiving, but we went to Dallas and all this stuff came back really busy. So now it's finally time to let go of the fall decor and make this a Christmas oasis, a Christmas dream. I am so excited because there's nothing better than the holiday season. This is my favorite time of the year. And I'm actually glad I waited to decorate just because, to be quite honest, it just felt too early this year. This year has just felt a little off, I'm not gonna lie, ever since the time change. But let's get started with the Christmas decor.
actually running the Austin Half Marathon in February, and I am so excited about it. I'm feeling so pumped. I'm planning right now, and I'm getting into all the things. I've missed running so much. If you haven't been here for the last few months, then you don't know this, but in April, I ran my first race. It was a 10K. 10K is 6.2 miles, and it was such an experience. I loved training for the 10K. So I'm really excited about getting back into my running era. I've spoken to a lot of my friends about marathons and half marathons, and a lot of my friends who have ran half marathons in the past were basically warning me on how hard this can be on the woman's body and how hard their recovery was after it. So yeah, I'm just wanting to make sure I give myself an adequate amount of time to train and I'm not pushing myself too hard to hopefully avoid any injury. But let me know your experience. I would love to hear how you feel about running. How is your body now post running a half marathon or a marathon? How have you recovered over the years? Have you found that you've had knee pain, joint pain years after? I'd really like to know from more people. I'm still running it either way though. And this is not to be snarky in any way, but I just want to do it for myself. And I never had much interest in doing it in my 20s. And now in my 30s, I just have a lot more energy and I'm a lot more in tune with my body. And I just feel like it's going to be a great thing for me. We're doing it either way, but I do want to hear everybody's experiences just so I know what to expect after. Also, let me know what your favorite running gear is. Like, what are your favorite running shoes if you've ran a half marathon? Because when I ran the 10K, I kind of winged it. I winged it with training. I winged it with everything. I used my old Hokas, and I'm still gonna be using my Hokas for training, but I do need to get a new pair of shoes. Those Hokas are now almost 3 years old. Also, let me know about the apps. I'm gonna be using Runna. I've downloaded Runna. I've seen several people use that for training. I've seen people use Strava, but I'm not sure if Strava is just to track your runs. I mean, I haven't downloaded the app, but I see people post their Strava stats all the time. So let me know what running app you prefer, but I think I'm gonna just go with Runna. And I think for our running block, we're gonna start with 3 runs a week in December. I do want to say this, I have been running recently. I've been going to Barry's boot camp, and if you've gone to Barry's and you know, in those classes, you typically run about 2 miles every single class. And obviously it's on the treadmill, which is so different than running outside. But the reason why I've been going to Barry's is because it's been so cold outside and I have not been wanting to start my training outside yet. But, and however, this weekend, the weather is going back up into the 70s and it's going to be in the 70s for the next 2 weeks, guys. Yes, in December here in Texas. So your girl is going to be starting her running journey outside this week, which is amazing. I'm excited to get back to running it outside. I love the way my body feels when I'm running consistently. And obviously I love the way I look. I feel like I feel really strong, but I need to make sure that I am weightlifting more, less Pilates, unfortunately. I'm probably gonna go down to 1 Pilates class a week, but we gotta do what we gotta do. I'm gonna do a little planning right now though. Last night I prepped some sugar cookies because I want to make sugar cookies from scratch today. I got these from Home Goods a few weeks ago. They're cute little holiday cutouts for sugar cookies. I just washed them and I'm going to be baking the cookies now, letting them cool, and then decorating them. Let me show you what I got to decorate. So I got this red cookie icing, as well as a white cookie icing, and these green sanding sugars to make it a bit more festive. And my cookie cutout has been chilling in the fridge for over 12 hours. Okay, let's get started. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key ate with these cookies. Now, the key to sugar cookies, This is my first time that I'm sitting here giving advice. The key to the perfect sugar cookie is that you need to make sure they chill for hours. So I started the process last night. I let them sit in the fridge overnight, and now we have cute little sugar cookies that are about to bake. Now let's hope they don't turn into blobs. But first, I think I'm going to try to use these scraps because this can make at least a few more cookies. And this made way more than I was expecting. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cookies. And I can probably get another, 6 or 7 with this leftover.
It doesn't have anything to be like this might feel like one of them, but I promise you this is nothing in comparison to what you've been through and what you have accomplished. This is a temporary sensation challenge yourself in life. Not 5, you have 4, you have 3, 2, 1.